Are you ready, kids? Wait, that's the wrong thing.
I'm keeping that. That's going to be our opening.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you ready, kids?
All right, you lovely little weirdos. I hope you're ready for this chaotic half an hour.
Yeah, something like that.
Right? I am Global Outcast, and that is my ever amazing The Anime God co-host, The Anime Shogun.
The anime god co-hosts the animation. All right, whatever. I'm not even gonna argue it.
You're like, I like it.
No, I just don't care.
I'm just a resident weirdo. Um,
Residential.
resident weirdo.
You're something, all right.
Ain't that the truth? Today we're talking about something I've actually wanted to talk about for a while now, and that is the next coming up anime. And
He says, but yeah, he only brought this up like a week ago, so don't fucking listen to him.
I've been bringing it up every once in a while for a while now. It just took you a while for us to get it to hear. But we're talking about the fall anime 2024. We're not going to be talking about all of it. We're going to be talking about 5 of our picks, explaining them if one of us knows more about it than the others, and seeing whatever the fuck. Who wants to go first, you or me?
You get to go first since you're the resident weirdo and lying to them. I brought this up multiple times. You brought this up once before. Once before, we turned it down because we had no material for it at the time. Because we were working out the kinks, you lying sack of shit.
I played the 5th.
Get your fucking story straight.
Hey, shut up. I work nights and my sleep schedule's all fucked up. All right,
You work the same job I do, you fucking lying sack of shit.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yeah, but I work nights. All right. Anyways, back to this. First one I'm going with is something you haven't watched yet, and something I've been reading the manga about is Dan to Dan.
Something you haven't watched yet or read yet. I'm a cool fuck you.
No, it's just, have you watched Chainsaw Man on Crunchyroll?
Yeah, I've watched Chainsaw Man. I love the opening. The one opening they do with the fucking demon doing the like side fucking shuffle in the fucking open. Yeah, I've seen all of it so far. I mean, I don't think they've updated it yet, but
No, not yet. The guy who wrote Dan to Dan was an assistant for the guy for Chainsaw Man. So yeah, it's that level of weird. First chapter opens with, because when I first read it,
wait, are we breaking down the anime, or are we just talking about what we're excited to see coming forward here?
I'm excited. I'm going to talk about what I'm excited to see and what you can expect from Dan to Dan, because it's fucking out there weird. Like, it has ghosts, it has aliens, it has a romance thing, because it starts off with a guy, typical anime trope, loner guy falls for her, and like popular girl kind of fall for each other type of thing. Typical anime trope for that kind of shit.
Okay.
But the anime girl believes in ghosts, doesn't believe in aliens. The guy believes in aliens, doesn't believe in ghosts. So they make a bet. Go to a spot that has supposedly the other, and if one of them finds the other, then they have to do whatever the fuck. If I remember correctly, they have to do whatever they say. And the guy meets what she's called 100 mile. Oh, I'm gonna say it in miles. 100-mile-an-hour granny. She pretty much is a fucking ghost that runs really fast. First words out of her mouth were, "I shit you nuts. I'll let you suckle on my teat if you give me your schlong."
What the fuck?
Honest to God, that was my first reaction to it. I just sat there reading it for a quick minute. I'm like, the fuck did she just say?
Yeah, wait, what? What the hell?
And I'm all like, the fuck, huh?
Like the actual hell.
Yeah. And then the girl gets abducted by aliens, and they call their penises the banana organ. And
what the fuck?
Yeah, like I said, it's fucking out there. He was an assistant to Chainsaw Man. It's fucking out there. And they try to rape her.
This is a new anime or new season?
This is a new anime coming out.
Okay.
And they try to rape her. No, they get her clothes off, and she gets like speared.
Wait. You had me at close off, which makes me a degenerate on this podcast, which I'm okay with. But with that being said, do we see anything? Is this like an ecchi anime, like High School DxD, or no?
No, you do see a lot. You do see a lot of bras and panties. You do see some bras and panties though. The grandma.
So, because it's a bit ecchi, but not like High School DxD. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, and she gets ghost powers. She ends up getting like spiritual powers. She ends up getting this ghost power. He's able to turn into like something akin to the 100-mile-an-hour granny, but his balls are his no. First, his dick's taken, and they have to go get it.
Why? Why? Just stop. Just stop. Because what the fuck?
And then they get his dick back, but they take his balls after. So then they have to go find his. I kid you not. This anime is going to be all over the place. It's fucking out there. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I'll have to take your word for it. Because the fuck.
It's fucking weird. I love it. But there's all sorts of cool action. When he transforms into his ghost power, he turns into like really, really depresso man. It's funnier than hell. And the granny ends up getting her ass kicked, ends up getting shoved into a teddy bear. So she has to work for them in order to get their powers back. The grandma is kind of like their teacher. She's kind of like a mixture of, what's a good one? Grandma Tsunade from Naruto.
Well, stop. Just stop.
Trying to think of another one that she's like a mixture of a few like teachers. That's, she's like that hot grandma that still can kick ass type of character.
I have questions and concerns.
It's fucking this manga is out there.
Oh, fucking apparently.
Yeah, it's fucking out there. I love it. By far one of my favorites. I was listening to another podcast, and the guy that was talking about it, he's like, yeah, this anime's out there. It's weird. I'm like, yeah. I'm so glad someone else got to talk about it. I fucking love this manga. I can't wait to get turned into an anime because it has potential. It really does. What's your first?
I'm gonna have to go with Demon Lord Retry R.
Ooh.
Supposedly it's the second season for Demon Lord Retry.
By far another one of my favorites.
I'm hoping they pick up from where they left off.
Yeah, me too. Either that or they add a little bit into the future and they explain what happened in the past a little bit. Because sometimes they do
that's okay. That's okay. But I'd rather it pick up where it leaves off.
Yeah.
Because, for the listeners, if anybody hasn't seen Demon Lord Retry, just Demon Lord Retry, basically this guy created a game, created his character in the game, and he basically kind of got teleported into another world. Well, he got summoned to that because his character was a demon lord.
Yep. Yeah, I'll let you talk about that one. It's good.
And basically the game he's from, so he's from real life, but the character he's in is from a different game he created. He gets teleported in, they consider him the demon lord. It's hilarious when you meet the sisters. All three of them are fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking weird. The first one's got a fetish for getting her ass slapped.
Yeah, the youngest. She has like that bratty personality.
She's got that bratty fucking personality, yeah. So she's kind of got that bratty fetish, I'd say.
My favorite's the middle child. The middle sister.
Yeah, the one that's in love with
that other guy, the cringe guy.
the dragonkin that they all assume, who's the alter ego to the main fucking guy.
He's just straight cringe too. It's funnier than hell.
He's so cringed out because he can't control him. But that's his like alternative persona.
I love how wet she gets anytime she's around him.
Yeah. I want to say his name starts with a K, but how she gets all fucking weird with him and then she fucking grabs on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Miss, get off me." Oh man, it's good enough that it's an isekai. It's hilarious with the comedy aspect too. Like I said, I'm excited for season 2 because I've been waiting for it because the way they ended season 1 was just that cliffhanger, and I'm sitting here like, no, I need more. I need more. It has to happen.
Right. One of my favorite moments with that one is the bunny girls with the youngest were
Hop and Bunny, how they keep saying that shit.
how he was getting so pissed about that too. I thought it was fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Or
Well, not only that, but my favorite is the guard has a sister complex. The nurse has a little boy complex.
which is
Aku treats the demon lord like it's his like she's his older brother or father figure. I can't really remember. I'll have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, I think it's more like an older brother thing.
But then you've got the two adventurers, the busty adventurer with the sword that's into the one dragon dude, and then the lady boy that's involved that's like fucking in love with the demon lord.
Who's a fucking perv, by the way.
A pervy dude, by the way. Pervy dude. That is a dude because, one, he's underage because he can't drink alcohol that you'll see in season 1.
Yep.
2, the shit he says is pervy. And 3, they even sit there and say that he is a boy cross-dressing as a girl.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, he talks about, ooh, I can't wait for the demon lord to get me pregnant. And his teammates are like, you're a fucking boy. You can't get pregnant. Oh, fuck. It was so fucking hysterical. Or the oldest sister who always takes things way too fucking wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, the one says, well, yeah, the older sister out of the 3 cardinal sisters or whatever, that the one sister takes everything so wrong. But she's also a bit pervy, too.
Yeah.
They're all pervy, don't get me wrong.
It does have a lot of its cute moments.
It does.
Yeah, so that one was... I'm actually excited for that one, too. I'll be watching that one. I think the next one I'm going to talk about is probably N3rds. Season 3. I loved that anime.
You know, speaking of that one, I feel like this one's going to be more towards, what's her name?
Oh, his friend?
The bunny.
Oh, yep. Amelie voices her, actually.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know that till recently. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, for those who haven't watched it, first off, go watch Demon Lord Retry. Fucking amazing. I think it's on Hulu and Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll for sure. I don't know about Hulu because I don't own Hulu. It's not on High Dive, so you can't go there. It was on Funimation, but since Funimation merged, I think your only choices are either buying it off of the Crunchyroll store or you could go through Amazon. Yeah. Otherwise, go through pay for the subscription. It's not that expensive.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, everything's skyrocketing right now. But check it out on Crunchyroll, and the same with the other anime that Global was talking about. I believe that's going to be coming out on...
I think it'll be
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I think it'll be coming out on Crunchyroll. N3rds, for those who haven't watched it, is about a class who got isekai'd. He got what was that? His gift. Everyone got a gift. He got what was considered pretty much what they thought was a weak weak gift.
Oh no, that's not. It's a skill.
Skill,
It's a
thank you.
skill. It's a skill because he is a technically like a weaponsmith.
Something like that, yeah.
He's a
And
smith of sorts. He can make weapons and guns,
yeah,
like swords, knives, guns. He can make those stuff
yeah,
because everybody thought that it was useless because he couldn't be on the front lines.
yeah. And he ended up befriending, well, he was friends with another girl, but a guy liked her, and he got pissy. So he sabotaged him and threw him further down in the dungeon than they were already at. And how he survived was eating the animals. Lost his I want to say left arm. And,
Give me a minute. I can pull that up. I believe it's his left arm and right eye.
yeah, and he ends up meeting a vampire, Lolita vampire. They end up falling in love because that happens. And he ends up gaining abilities from the animals he ate while he was down there. Like there's this giant ass rabbit who can make like these air pockets where he can jump from point to point. And then he starts making guns. He starts making pistols and cars, all sorts of shit. Pretty much, he brings modern day weaponry over to the fantasy realm, but he uses magic with them.
Right. So I've got it pulled up. It's Cowrie is his friend.
Oh, yep. And he ends up not gaining. He ends up pretty much using the thought in his head.
Yeah, it's his left arm and right eye.
Yeah, he ends up pretty much going the route of I want to go home. I'm taking the vampire chick with me. She's my girl, and if anyone gets in my way, they're my enemy. He is pretty much because, well, I mean, you go through something like that, it fucking changes you. He ends up meeting a rabbit. She thinks he likes him. Funny.
Well, no. Hold on. They go through the second or the first labyrinth. They get out. She has premonitions that she's going to meet them there.
That's right.
So she shows up there thinking that he's going to save her village. He doesn't want to. She basically clings to him after literally fucking doing all that. She finally Yue
yep.
finally convinces him to go and actually help them.
Yep. And he ends up helping her village, and it's funnier than hell what they turn into. Funnier than hell, jacked up rabbits that want to fight. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's because the rabbits have knowledge of the one like labyrinth that they're trying to get into.
Yeah.
But they need to go through and complete all the other ones first. So the rabbits want to follow him, but he says, "No, I want you to stay here. I want you to kind of guard this thing with your lives until I come back."
Then you meet the dragon.
Kirby dragon, fucking get it right.
I was gonna get to that. And how
take it in the ass and die, all right.
Oh my god, that is just funnier than hell when he takes it when he just shoves that thing up her ass and she's all like, "Oh, take it out," and then she's all like, "Punish me more." Yeah, it's fucking weird. Other shit happens. One of my favorite moments in the anime is when one of the humans is picking on the Yue, the rabbit.
Yep.
He looks and he just doesn't say anything. He says like, "Don't harass my people," and then he continues to harass him, and then he just shoots him in the face. Doesn't kill him. He just shoots him in the face, and he goes, "Don't do that." Then he
it's instead of dragging this out because we could do this as a whole episode.
Yeah,
it is a very good because we are kind of going into depth with this, and we still got a bunch more to talk about too.
Yeah,
especially for a half hour. So our Furiata Season 3, I feel like because I looked at the cover art, it looks like it shows the rabbit girl on the cover. So I almost wonder if we're gonna see it revolved more around her. I mean, I'm sure we'll see more.
Quick question: in the cover art, because I don't have it pulled up. in the cover art is the mermaid child still in there. You guys will understand if you guys watch season 2.
Give me a second. I will check that right now, real quick.
Because that's actually one of my favorite things when she starts calling him daddy and his friend starts getting extremely jealous.
Well, the trailer's out, and it's got... What's her name? I don't remember her name. Bunny Girl's on the front, Yue's on the side, Hajime, and it looks like there's a big-ass, like, castle with a red moon.
Okay, so
I didn't see her on the cover, so I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so I think the mermaid child might not be in it. Funnier than hell because, yeah, he ends up pretty much almost creating a harem. Anyways. What is your second or third one?
All right, so we just did Arthurietta, so we kind of covered both that.
Yep.
We did Demon Lord retry.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
I'm excited.
Season 5. I have not seen like season 3 or 4. I don't want spoilers. I don't.
I won't.
You guys seen season 2?
I have. Yeah, I have season 1. I've seen season 1 and 2. Great seasons. I love how fuck, I always forget her name. The chick that the main dude's goddess is. I love how she has a thing for him.
Oh yeah, her name starts with an H, I believe. The goddess.
Yeah.
Shit. What's her fucking name?
It's just funny in hell how she has a thing for him.
Yeah, she's got a thing for him. He's got a thing for what's their fucking name? God, I feel so bad because I don't remember names. I do with human names or people's names, but outside of that, I just have issues remembering some people's names for some reason.
Yeah, the chick he has a thing for as part of a different familia.
Yes.
This one is on High Dive. Pretty much all the seasons are on High Dive. Season 3.
Yeah, you can see season 3 on Crunchyroll.
I think there used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. And on Hulu, because I know that's how my old brother watched it, was on Hulu, because that's what he had. Well, he had a few seasons on Hulu. They had a few seasons on Hulu. Fucking amazing. I liked
Hestia.
Hestia.
That's the name of the god. Hestia is the god.
That's right. I loved his ability. His like special ability he got.
Yep.
I liked that one. I thought that was pretty cool. And I liked the story with that little like demi-human chick.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten that far. So
no, that's in season 1 or season 2.
In season 2, I believe. No, technically, I think the demon chick shows up in season 3.
No, not demon chick. She is that little pack rat thing that carries all the backpack shit.
Oh yeah, her. She's in season 1.
Yeah, I like.
And the main sword chick is Eyes.
Yes.
Eyes Wallenstein.
Yes. All I will say is there is a chick in there that is a badass. You will see her more in season 3, I believe. But I like the story with that little pack rat demi-human chick. I loved the story of why she doesn't trust people, why she was doing what she's doing, and everything like that. That was actually one of my favorite storylines. And how the main character was just so trusting. He's just so innocent. He's like a good boy. He's like a yellow lab.
Yeah, I remember season. I think I actually probably stopped at season 1.
But yeah. Also, the guy who plays Gagio plays the blacksmith dude that joins his party.
Yep.
So that's the only reason why I
But
know
yeah,
his
I'm
ass.
excited for season 5. I haven't seen much of season 3 or 4, so I can't say much for what I'm expecting. But I'm honest to God looking at it, like it looks like it's a good anime. Definitely worth checking out. I do love season 1 for sure, and I'm going to probably after this episode at some point between now and our next time we jump on for an actual episode, I'm gonna probably give my input on season 2, 3, 4, and if we get to 5 by that time.
Right?
All right, global, fucking global, Perv Night.
ReZero Season 3. Perv Night? I like that. ReZero Season 3. Alright. Basic synopsis. I won't spoil, like, because there's a big reason why he can do what he does. But his main ability is, it's pretty much last save point when you die. There is a reason why he can do it. It's in the anime. I won't spoil it. But every time he dies, he goes back to a certain save point. And then he meets this elf chick. And at first he's all like, "Oh my god, I jumped into a new world. I have this awesome power." And he gets his ass kicked all the time. But he starts using his ability for other shit. He meets an elf. Pretty much, he has there's two demon maids. Two demon tribe maid ladies. One's really good, has a horn. The other one doesn't. One of them starts falling for him after a while, and then some shit happens. She ends up losing her, like falling into a sleep. He uses his death ability. I call it save point ability, actually, to kind of help with everything. And it's on Crunchyroll, because I remember watching it on Crunchyroll.
Yes, it is on Crunchyroll, but I think it might be on High Dive as well.
I don't remember. I don't have High Dive right now. I need to get High Dive back because there's a few animes on there that I want to watch, like Plus Sized Elf and
I got that saved in my list because I'm a damn degenerate.
And Demon One Room Hero with the Demon Lord or something like that.
Oh my god, yeah, I started that. I need to rewatch that one actually.
I need to watch that one. That one looks funnier than hell and pervy as fuck. The main character likes the elf chick, and first? Then he starts falling for the blue hair chick, Ren and Ram, I believe their names are. Blue hair chick and pink hair chick. But it's funny as hell. Yep. They're like, if you ever have seen what is it? Showman Sample.
Yes.
They talk, those maids talk like that maid that's the main character's maid in that one. They like give him all sorts of shit, talk bad about him, and everything like that. And he ends up joining that rich dude's castle as a butler, just to survive and stay and sleep in a warm place. And
this was which anime?
ReZero.
Okay.
He ends up, learning some shit and everything like that. You learn about what happened with the twins. You learn a little bit about the elf. I always forget her name. Her companion and how much of a badass he is, because they have a pact. If something happens to her, he destroys the world. He is really powerful. Then you see these damn killer rabbits. You ever seen Monty Python's Holy Grail?
'Tis but a scratch, sir.
Okay, so you remember the rabbit. There's like thousands of those in that anime.
Dude, you can't walk. Tis but a flesh wound.
Fucking love that part. But
don't get me started.
There's like thousands of those rabbits in that anime.
Okay.
And you see them eat him.
I've seen. So I haven't watched all of it because I just couldn't get into it. But I will say it doesn't look like a bad anime. Like, it really doesn't. To me, it's like, I can only deal with something like that so much because I already watch, like, Rising of the Shield Hero, Overlord. You know, it's to me, it's like I need something that goes forward a little bit. I mean, it does go forward story wise,
Yeah.
but the fact that when he dies, he constantly goes back. It's kind of like, eh. I mean, you know, it's just to me.
Yeah, he keeps the knowledge of what happens. At first, he thinks he's going nuts, but then he realizes something happening, and then everything like that. And it's just, and he remembers the pain. So imagine getting eaten by something, going back the day before and be like, okay, I'm still alive. That fucking hurt. Here's what not to do. That's pretty much what he does. And there's a few certain points where we're like, all right, guys, well, see you. I'll talk to you guys again. Don't worry. And he slits his own throat. And there's other stuff that happens, some pervy shit. Like, my favorite is he meets someone and he goes, oh, what kind of tea is this? Oh, she goes, oh, that's my own nectar. And he's just all like, I drank your juices.
Oh,
Ew.
yeah. What is her name? Amelia? No.
I think her name is Amelia. It starts with an A.
No. There's the elf chick, Amelia. Then there was another chick that's like the same chick, but she's like darker and more like, I think, evil or bad.
Something like that. But yeah, really great anime. I will definitely be checking that anime out when it pops off.
Right.
Is there any special, like, special ones that you want to give a quick shout out to that you might check out, might not, depending?
Not off of the list we've looked at, because I mean this is probably going to be like an hour because I still got 2 more lists to look at, or 2 more animes to look at.
Right. What about your 2 animes?
Well, I'm excited for the first of all, I'm gonna check out Loner Life in Another World. It looks interesting. If it's anything like Not Allowed to Die in Another World, it's already got me hooked.
I might check that one out. Not Allowed to Die in Another World. Because I think I've seen some bits on that one. I think.
I've got the Not Allowed to Die in Another World on my list.
Yeah.
I've watched it. It is fucking hilarious. Hands down, it is fucking hilarious. I can't fucking stop it. But Loner Life in Another World, from the pictures I've seen, from the rumors I've heard throughout the community, from people that have started reading the manga or have read the manga completely, I'm not 100% sure. I've just heard about this anime just today. I did see, I think, a trailer on it on like that TikTok or TikTok. I say TikTok for shits and giggles.
Unless you giggles and shits.
Something like that. It looks good. It looks interesting. It's got that fantasy aspect.
Yeah.
But it's also pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like it looks good. I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out.
From the picture I saw of Loner in Another World, it looks like a bunch of girls are just running after him and he's all like, leave me the fuck alone. It looked funnier than hell. What about the second one?
Don't you have another one?
No, those are my 5. Those
were your 5. How the fuck did you go through 5 and only went through like fucking 3?
Because you and I had 3 of the same ones.
Okay, that's fair.
Demon Lord Retry, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, and Our Furietta. But what's your second one?
Well, my last one is Shangri-La Frontier Season 2.
I still have yet to finish that one. That one, I watched the first couple episodes, and it was funny because my favorite moment so far is when he gets poisoned, and he's just running towards the fucking end to save point. And all of a sudden, one dude's all like, "Quick! You have to go into the safe. You have to go sleep in a bed to get to save point, so you don't die."
Oh, yeah.
He's just fucking booking it. But tell me a little bit more about Shangri-La Frontier.
Well, so it's, kind of like a VR MMO.
Yeah.
Trying to think back on it. It's kind of like that, like you said, running. You got to get to a bed to get to a save point.
Yeah. I do know that the guy, his main thing is he loves playing trashy games.
Yes, it's not just that he loves it; he's on a mission to beat them.
Yeah. So, if any of you guys like playing trashy games, and this one is on Crunchyroll, by the way.
Yes, it is, and it's like 20 some episodes for season 1. But he has technically one friend that he's playing a different game with. Like they're buddies and they play games together. He
Yeah.
always chooses, I think, a female character. But then there's somebody that literally challenges him to fight all the time, and they kind of become friends throughout it.
Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Because I still plan on finish watching the rest of it. I just have a tendency to stop and start other animes.
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm kind of doing the same thing. And I'm
bad,
trying to hold a conversation right now while doing this.
It's a bad fucking habit I have.
But yeah, I know what you mean. I kind of get distracted with all the shit going on around me because I'm so multitasking right now.
Yeah.
But so Shangri-La Frontier season 2, the way season 1 ended, phenomenal. I really was hoping for season 2, and hearing that that's coming soon, oh, I'm excited. With that being said, Shangri-La Frontier is, you basically go through and you're kind of exploring these other biomes, and he believes in being like a naked masked man.
I think his
And when I
mask is
mean
a
by
bird.
naked is, huh?
I think his mask is a bird.
Yeah, he's wearing it's almost like a shoe bill mask.
Yeah.
Not technically, but it's like a shoe bell mask that he wears, and shorts, because he believes in literally not wasting time on like armor, anything like that. He puts like all his points in like speed. Like he literally sacrifices defense for like ultimate all out offensive power.
Yeah. But yeah, he's from the few episodes I've seen is actually pretty funny. Is there? You know what? There's one I might check out depending on how I hear some of the critics and stuff like that, or so how I hear some of the fan reviews on it, and that is Dragon Ball Daimyo.
Is that like your honorable mention?
It's not. It's one I might check out. It's more of a mention, just because I feel like at that point Toei is just pushing the boundaries on. I mean, we get to see Vegeta as a kid.
Vegeta as a kid, Piccolo as a kid, Yamcha as a kid,
fucking
Gohan kind of going back to being a kid,
Roshi as a
Chi-Chi
kid,
as a kid, 18 as you see all of them. All of the Z fighters are kids.
which Vegeta as a kid will be funnier than hell. I can't wait to see how they do that. But I'm gonna wait to check it out until I hear some reviews. Not like the hardcore Dragon Ball fanboy reviews, but the people who actually have two brain cells and, are actually watching it to see how the story is.
Right.
Like if you check it out before me, I'll listen to you on how you think of it before I put my 2 cents in.
Here's the thing for our listeners, is that anybody who knows me knows that I grew up with the Dragon Ball franchise. That was, as much as anybody else has. And it's been like literally one of the animes I keep with me on like my life. Yet to get a Dragon Ball Z tattoo, which I am literally thinking of how to fucking fix that.
Yeah.
But with that being said, that aside, I don't know. The problem for me is that we lost Akira Toriyama. And we've got the guy who did Super is picking up the mantle, and he's trying to carry it. And it sounds like after Daima It's done. It's over.
I
Dragon
know.
Ball franchises.
Yeah, I know they're bringing. I know
No,
they.
sorry. Super is done. Super is now officially done.
Well, because I did hear that the super manga is coming back for a little bit to finish it off.
Yeah, he's gonna finish it off. Then it's done, and then I think they're gonna focus on Daima and a few others.
Yeah, but fun little story before everything. Before if we close this out for anything. When I first met TheAnimeShogun, he would watch Dragon Ball so much. I remember coming over to his house one day and he's playing on his phone. He's listening to Dragon Ball. I can't remember if it was Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z in the original Japanese. And I'm all like,
Dragon Ball. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z. So to clarify your story, I have never watched Dragon Ball Z subbed. I've only watched Dragon Ball subbed.
I remember you. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one, but I remember you coming over, and I'm like, "Can you even do you even know what they're saying?" And you're like, "Yeah, I've watched that so many times on both things that I know what the fuck they're saying, so I can just do whatever the fuck I want." I'm all like, "Huh." So yeah, that's a fun little tidbit about our TheAnimeShogun. Is there a little honorable mention you think you'd want to check out, depending on how everything goes with critics and everything like that?
Some of this doesn't quite fall into the list that
Go on.
sorry, I'm
So yeah.
So that being said, my bad. I am trying to get something done real quick too.
You're fine.
That being said, I don't really have any honorable mentions. There are a lot of animes coming out. Check them all out. Look up a list. I mean, there's Leah sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. That's good. Plus size elf is pretty good. We've got like season 3 of Reincarnated as a Slime.
If you like
No,
horror,
no longer alone. And Another World is pretty good.
Yep. A new one that's coming out. I have read the manga. It's an older manga. It's like a one shot. It's called Uzumaki. I think that's going on Netflix. It's a horror one. If any of you listeners like horror, I would check that one out. I think it's going on Netflix. I think. But it's actually a pretty decent horror one. Mystery horror thing. Yeah. There's I think even season 2 of fuck, season 2 of Solo Leveling's coming out in fall.
It's being rumored to be in production here soon.
From what I heard, they already finished season 2 ahead of schedule.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that we were just looking at the movie that was coming out earlier. There was going to do like a recap of season 1 with 2 episodes of season 2.
Yeah.
Spoilers for anybody who's curious. Other than that, there is an anime that I know Global makes that we're waiting for season 2 to come out. I strongly recommend it. If you can get past season 1, like if you can get past the beginning, it is good. Even I will admit to that. But if you haven't, for global sake, go check out Kaiju number 8.
Great anime. If you can get past the first couple episodes, and it does get better. And it's actually one of the few animes that both the opening and closing were done by Western artists. Opening was done, I think, by Kid Cudi. I think that's his name. And the closing is done by One Republic. No. Yes.
Yes, it was done by One Republic, and I think it was the opening.
Yeah, that's what I was all like, no, yes, because I couldn't remember which one was which, but both of them are actually pretty good. Opening and closing are actually pretty decent, in my opinion. My favorite character is the fucking chick with the battle axe.
Yeah, the tsundere for the main dude.
Fucking hysterical. But alright. We are 45 minutes in.
45 minutes in, we did our list. Check us out on Discord. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Spotify because we got episodes out there. We even stream on YouTube for all you punks that want to watch us take over the world. This is your homeboy, the Anime Shogun, and the ever fucking pervy night Global Outcast. And this is us signing out.